EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Ford Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So 31 yards on this. A second big one in a row, and another first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often.
To the goal line and in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second TD catch of the season.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Jen Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. Then back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Look up, Super Cornell.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase,
it is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
6-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, It's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is his second touchdown of the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Williams. Rolling to the left. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
For a Bears 1st down. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Chicago.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Roma Dunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Wait, 20. Value three. Value three.
On first down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 27.
Here's Goff. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jameson Williams. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Rock Yassin.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Goff. Moving to his right. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown Detroit. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago. 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Bears, 1st down.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
To throw, it's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, yeah. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Now Swift. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Working 3 downfield, it is Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They hand it to Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. TJ Edwards on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
5. We go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Bears.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ric Flair. We go tonight. Like 20.
Off to throw on first down. He'll sling this out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5. From 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
180. Obama.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18. And the Lions first down.
Go 12.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he will score again. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. On incentives for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
Bears 27.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Now Gibbs. Finding room across midfield. And he will score. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He has a touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
The kick is good.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
The 33-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bears. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
Makes the score, Lions.
This is the type of start you dream about as a kid, Mike. First NFL catch, and it goes for a touchdown. I mean, you can't make it up. You got to imagine he's got to be rolling right now, and I'd go right back to him.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bears, 34.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. We're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is brought in. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing again, Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Off to Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Williams to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time,
and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Finds an alley to the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears cut into the lead a little bit. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Super 1. Here we go. What's that?
Once again, it's Gibbs. A big hole. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag.
Tonight. Hey, tonight.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Finds room inside the 40. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead.
Bears 41. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A give here to Pacheco. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's a gain of 3.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.